mine too.
Is it?
I mean, because growing up in the Bahamas, we don't have a team. The closest thing is Miami.
Oh yeah.
So, and that because I love LeBron.
That's
Yeah.
because they have the same birthday.
Yeah, we have the same birthday, we're the same
Oh,
height.
oh,
you
no way.
and
Me and LeBron.
really?
Oh my
When
God,
you-
yeah.
December 30th. We're both 6'8". Both wear the same shoe size. It's great. I love it.
We both have millions coming up in the future. He said.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
How about that?
I know.
Do you follow NBA or any sports? No.
Only
I
music.
like football. Yeah, mostly music though. I like football, but I don't really watch any other sports. I shoot bow and arrows, archery. So that's
Really?
like the only sport I would ever keep up with if I had to.
The way the girl, I guess all the actors in the movie.
The Hunger
Hunger
Games.
Games.
Yes,
Yeah.
that type.
Yeah.
Well, I actually have a compound bow, which is much more complex than that, and it's faster and stronger. So
I think I know the one you're talking about. Wow. Arco y flecha.
Yeah.
Una practica arco. We call it arco y flecha.
Arco y flecha.
Ah.
That is not easy.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And aiming it and getting it where you
It's-
want.
yeah.
Can't be as
It's
easy
hard.
as it looks.
It's
It was an actresses. I can't remember her name. She wanted to represent the U.S. Is an American actress, and this is in the 90s or early 2000s. She wanted to represent the U.S. in some type of activities. She just didn't know how to. And then she found out that, what do we call it in the Olympic Games?
Archery.
Archery?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She found out that very few people, so listen, could be you next. She
Uh-huh.
found out that very few people apply
Yeah.
to the to be part of the American delegation for the Olympics. Eva, no, she, I will tell you before you guys. So she started practicing 2 years before, of course. She got good at it. She went through the classification tournaments, and she got in, and she got to go to the Olympics. She didn't win any medals, but she can tell today.
Yeah,
that
that
she
Yeah.
is
did.
wonderful.
That's close enough to getting out.
Have you seen the movie? This is an old movie, you're gonna laugh. It's gonna be from the 90s probably. It's a baseball movie. During the, I guess it was the Second World War, baseball was suspended, so women started a women league, baseball league, and they called the movie was called The League of Their Own or something like that. Madonna is on it. Rosie, I don't know her last name.
Rosie Darnell?
Yes, she's on it too.
It's a total guess.
The main character in that movie, the main lady character with Tom Hanks, is her. Sheena, not Sheena Davis, but she's the one
That's
in
really
that
cool.
movie. And I just found it fascinating, someone so centered. I'm going to do this, and she went, practiced for 2 years, and made it happen.
It's hard. It's very painful because the bow itself weighs about 25 pounds. I can right now pull back about 23 pounds, which isn't enough to even like. I'd probably kill a squirrel, maybe. I might could injure somebody. You know. I might.
How fast,
I should.
once you release, how fast can you
To
fly?
be strong.
Let's see. It goes really fast. I don't know how exactly how fast. I don't know exactly how fast.
And is distance or accuracy what they look for the most, or both?
Accuracy. But it's both of them because the farther back you can shoot and still hit the target is better.
Right.
And like it also depends on because if you're farther back you have to aim higher because of the weight of gravity pulls the arrow down as it goes.
So you're aiming here because you know it's going to do this.
Hmm. So like I can shoot about 50 yards right now. Yeah. So,
Same for you, accuracy, distance, but definitely accuracy is important in shooting. Is it true that they say that um, when you get the ball through, what do you call that? The hoop looks or gets smaller and smaller as the game gets tighter and tighter?
It's
I've
true.
heard
Yeah.
those who play say that
Mhm.
for us it's still that big thing. How do you miss it? But you have to be there,
Mhm.
they say.
I mean, it depends. Sometimes it's seems like it's this big. Sometimes you're just on it's this big, and sometimes it's this big. And sometimes nerves get you at the end of the game in a close game, something like that. Get smaller, smaller.
Sure, the pressure.
Mhm.
Were you happy with UConn
Oh.
getting the?
Yeah, I actually wanted them. I wanted Louisville to win, but next to Louisville, I wanted UConn because I knew the women would win. They always win. So, yeah. So I wanted it to be like a double UConn just because that would be great for their school.
And they did it.
Yeah.
I was hoping, who was it, Miami or Florida?
Florida.
We wanted them just because we lived in Tallahassee, we lived in Miami, so
Mhm.
that was really the main reason.
Yeah.
Which was the team that had not lost one single game? Was
Wichita State.
it?
yeah.
Was it Wichita State?
It was, yeah.
Okay, I was
I thought
pulling
they were
for
going to
them.
win. But they
Mhm.
didn't.
Once I saw the big guys playing and they did so well, I knew that I thought they didn't have a chance, but I was going for them just because it would be nice to have someone who didn't lose
Yeah.
a game the whole season.
Yeah, but when you look at who they played horrible teams, so you wouldn't have expected them to lose many of them. But when you look at the teams like Florida, who lost one game, they only lost one game, which is so impressive, but when you look at their schedule and compare them to the schedule of Wichita State, it's a lot different. So, in my opinion, I thought Wichita State wasn't going to make it far at all, which they really didn't, so. I liked Florida just because I have family in Florida, and so I kind of like them. And plus, that the really huge guy who plays for Florida, I don't know if you know him, but you'd know him if you saw if you saw the team, you know who I was talking about. He walks like this. He's huge. He's like 6'10". He's huge. But yeah, I liked him. He's a really big guy. So he's fun
And a
to
good player.
yeah, he's fun to watch.
I remember, I think it was Russia? No, China? I think it was Russia. This is in the Olympics, long ago again. Probably 3-4 Olympic Games ago. They had this guy, you could see he couldn't run, he wasn't fast, he was too big to be moving. So he didn't move. His job was to stay next to the hoop, right here. He saw everybody running. When they got the ball, they would pass it to him, he would do just this. And they won the first 7 games, I think because of that guy. All he did was stand there. Eventually they lost.
Russia son,
But this guy, was it Russia? Maybe. I can't
Russia
remember.
or
I just remember the situation of this guy not moving much.
Russians are large.
Yeah, I have a friend back home he's one of my best friends. He lives maybe 5 houses down, and I've known him since kindergarten. His dad runs for the Bahamas in the Olympics. He does the 4x4 relays and stuff. He won gold. Was it 4 Olympics ago?
He did?
He's got a lot of gold medals from the international. I think it's IAAF, like the international one that's not the Olympics. But and then he also has gold in the Olympics, like 3 golds from the Olympics. But yeah, he's fun to be around because he gets so much free stuff in the Bahamas, and he's so well known. Everywhere he goes, he gets free stuff. So we would go to like the Bahamas, we'd play Cuba, the national teams for basketball, and he would just show up, not have any tickets. He'd just, hey, you guys want to go to the game? Bring his son and his friends, and we just all go, and they would make room for him.
Wow, nice.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be similar to, what's the guy? Is he from Jamaica? The fastest one?
Usain
Yeah.
Bolt.
Yes,
Yeah.
He's
Jamaica.
from
It's Jamaica.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's gotta be the same for him. Wherever he goes,
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
I need
Yeah.
a rental car. Take it. I'm hungry. Have a pizza. No
Yeah.
pay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like local heroes, I guess.
Yeah. Especially in Jamaica, 'cause
Wow, it's
Mhm.
so good. But Jamaica is good for run, no? It's,
Mhm.
I used to have a dream of going to the Olympics and running, but then, yeah, I was in seventh grade, and at the very first track meet that I went to, I was a really fast runner because I have little legs and they kind of go really fast sometimes. And I fell on the bleachers. Well, there weren't bleachers. There was a concrete, and I hit my ankle against the concrete, and I bruised my growth plate. So I was out for the rest of the season, and yeah. Then I came to Veritas, and they don't have a track team.
They don't.
Yeah.
And
Tried to start
piano,
one, apparently.
when did you start?
Seventh grade. Oh, at Veritas, eighth grade.
Or you play?
When you start playing piano.
Oh, first grade. So this is my 12th year.
Wow.
And then-
Like you in
Wow.
Spanish.
Yeah.
A long time.
And then I started viola in sixth grade. So I took up both of them.
Which one is the viola? I'm sorry for the question.
I always say it's a violin.
the
but
the
she gets mad at
is
me.
like this.
It's not like this. This is a cello. It's like this, but it's not a violin.
It's
What
like a,
would be the difference?
like a
It's more- it's
smaller.
small.
It's a smaller
It's
violin.
It
violin?
sounds like a cello, like the thing that you play like that.
But in a small.
But it's smaller and yeah. No one knows what it is. That's why I
Good to
picked it.
see you.
I
Very
didn't know what it
unique.
was.
There you go.
And I don't like high pitches. in
What
my
about the
ears, so-
philharmonic?
How many strings?
4.
4.
Mhm.
Just like the violin.
It's just like a violin. It's just a little bit bigger, and it sounds deeper, like a cello. So
Did you see
I
the
was
movie?
in December. You remember we wanted the philharmonic.
Yes.
You remember the girl is stay one have a big sound and the other small and sounds the same. We stay very close to the. But I don't remember the name though. But it's so
You went with
wonderful.
the
That's
concerts.
all I'm
I didn't go.
Uh-huh.
They went to a concert.
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Philharmonic, which one from where? It was a big concert here in town,
Uh-huh.
and they
Yeah.
had to go.
Oh.
I was
I
traveling.
think I know what you're talking
Beautiful.
about.
Not long ago.
Beautiful.
right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. I love that.
Did you see the movie, The Karate Kid,
Yeah.
2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The girl plays. What does she play?
I think she plays a violin.
That's the violin.
Yeah.
Okay.
The violin is more big.
When you see someone in TV playing, can you tell? They can't play. They're just pretending.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
tell.
You can tell.
I can.
I can tell the difference between like fake sound and real sound on the radio too. So, like if they can like make synthetic strings, that's what they call them. But I really don't like those because that's just like a keyboard playing.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah,
And when you play any of the instruments you play, can you sing?
if I really want to, yeah.
You can at the same time.
Mhm.
You know, only 30% of people can do that.
Really?
There's a brain, there's a connection here that allows people who play an instrument to sing at the same time. Only 30% of people have that. So when you see someone and singing, that's the minority.
Yeah.
Many of us, I took guitar when I was growing up, and I wanted to sing, and I could keep the tone until I opened up my mouth. And boom, I couldn't do it.
I used to be able to. I played guitar when I grew up too, but I stopped at like 8th grade. But I used to be able to.
You could sing,
I couldn't sing well, but I could sing.
you
It didn't. It
could-
didn't sound nice, but
but you could do
I
it.
could do it.
You will see if you ask some people to try, you will see how, no matter how much they try, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
We have something missing.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was.
Mm.
I love instruments. They're also like interesting. I have a mandolin and a guitar, and I've played the cello before. My hands are too small though. It's really hard. And then